What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have an animal, a tiger sleeping. But a good few tigers. They're very popular. And, well, they are very cool looking animals, I understand. Had a few requests recently for another tiger. So thought I'd do one that's asleep, because I haven't done that yet. Basically, tiger with his eyes closed and it's got its paws crossed in front of him. So I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and an eraser, sketch it out lightly, and hit pause if I go too fast. So center point of my page is about here. We're going to start with his eyes, okay? So center point here, we'll just come up over to the right, start with the right eye. So we'll go diagonal. So a line like so at first, then we'll bring this across for this closed eye. Right, so we go quite long that way. And then we have dark section inside here. And we have this black line which comes down in here. You just color this dark, right? So, and it just is closed eye. And there might be like some eyelashes or something just here. Right? Then we come over and we do the same thing on the other side. So you're about, I'd say, an eye and a half, maybe. 1, 2, well, close to 2 actually. Eyes. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 eyes sort of in between. So to the edge of the eyelash here and here. Once, twice. Yeah. That's about the width. How many eyes you can fit in between. And you do the same thing again. So you'll just go take it across there. And then we go add the shadow area. So here, 2 sort of spikes on the inside of his nose, and this is all dark inside. They don't have to be perfectly even or anything on both sides either. And you could see some eyelashes or something just sticking down here. Right, so like a closed eye. So then we'll do his nose, right? So the width of his eyes come down. That's where kind of like his nose, like the top of his nose will be, roughly. Maybe a little bit more. I'd say like the width to the edge of his eyes. We'll bring it down to like the top of his nose, say here. It sort of curves around and down the sides. And so here to here is about, like here to here is about the same as here to here, roughly. Do I have a ruler? I think I'm right. So there to there. About the same, yeah, 10.5. See? So you've got like an equal sort of triangle between here, here, and here. So I'm just measuring. Yours won't be this size if you're on a different size page, but there to there, like the corners of his eyes, right, is the same as the corner of the eye to the middle of the nose, roughly speaking. Okay, to the center of his nose down there. So then the rest of his nose. So we sort of go diagonal down here, and then we go diagonal down this way, and it kind of bumps around here with a bit of a line up the middle. Like so. And then he may have like a dark sort of patch just on the corner of his nose. So we'll bring this just a little bit longer. It's like a little dark line here. And something similar on this side. Dark area. That. And you know, like there can be some lines going up the sort of center. Chin lines going up here. And on the side of his nose. As much as you'd like of that kind of stuff now. So as well, just around his eyes up here, right, we've got like some sort of furry sort of sections just above his eyes. Cats tend to have things like this, so sort of dogs as well can have them. Maybe like we'll just give him like an eyelid line. And a line just underneath his eye here as well. right? So then cat-like mouth. So we come down the middle, and then we're gonna like add a sort of line coming around here. And it can be sort of a hairy line if you want. But a big cat-like mouth. It's real round. That's the main thing to remember. Comes out quite wide. Like so. And then his chin. So this particular tiger is quite like sort of furry, right? So we'll just add like a furry sort of chin line, hairy. Here as well. Okay, and I'm going to add a shadow underneath this part here, just to make it look a bit darker. Maybe a little bit under his nose as well. This. Okay, so let's continue. I'll continue this line just kind of up his head, just this little sort of hairy line, right, up to there, just up to the top of his head, and it's kind of like a bit furry up at the top of his head up here. And his eyes are about halfway down his head, right? So eyes to mouth is about the same as eyes to top of his head. It's a good rule of thumb. Okay, so this particular tiger, he's like a Siberian sort of one. So he's got like real hairy fur coming around here. If you don't want to do stripes, this is a good way of drawing a tiger as well. So top of his head, and oh yeah, there's like those black lines on his whiskers. I'm jumping all over the place here, sorry. But we'll do, you know, these black dots on the whisker area. This kind of thing, right? Right, like that. So then those big furry sections of his face, right? So we got like, so they come down quite far down here, right? And they're all, we're just going to add changing spikes and things, and eventually this will start to go up his head, right? Right, we'll go out that far on this side anyway at first, and then we'll go similar on this side. A little bit different on this side. It doesn't have to be perfectly symmetrical, but like more together over here or something. And keep going up. So well, yeah, we're about here on this side then as well. That looks pretty even. It's not too bad. You can add as much sort of texture you want as well. And we'll just keep going up his head. Up around. So eventually we will join the top of his head. So we'll go like up around here eventually. Sketchy sort of line, and then we'll meet the top of his head here. Right around like so. And then we go down. Same sort of thing. We keep going. So of course, Right. Not bad. I'm happy enough. I was sort of apprehensive about doing this part. So he's kind of got some hairlines coming down here as well. Right. Maybe these have some more just coming down this way as well. Okay, so now we got to add some facial details, right? So it's the stripes really that we need to add, right? So this is what will make our tiger kind of look more like a tiger, right? So rather than like a lynx or a lion. Oh, and his ears as well. We'll do the ears first. So we'll go up there. And then we kind of get a bit furry as we go down. So, and then the inside line just there. And this has like black, so some black stripes there, and then some like hair sections sort of sticking up here. That and the ear on the other side, across from that one. Similar position, so we'll just go up like so. Hairy. Like that, and then down to there. Like so. And I think he's got like another black pattern there. Right, so let's say we can see like the side of his face or something here. And this will go like up around his eye. Up here somewhere. Like his side of his face, and then it becomes like his cheek. Up around to there, right? Right, so then we start doing the patterns. So, like in the center of his forehead here, so we'll work up and out. So we'll start just here. So we have like, and they don't have to be perfectly symmetrical, okay? They're different on both sides. I know people think they're like the same on both sides, but they're not actually. Tigers have slightly different patterns on both sides. So you're just going to start adding details like this. Right, so these are the small ones. And they gradually get bigger as we go up and down his face. So there's no sort of easy way of doing this. There's no trick to it. You kind of just start getting a feel for the direction of the patterns. You just start adding them. If you want, you can like make up your own. I've seen some really cool sort of ones. You know, like really symmetrical. Some artists can make them really symmetrical and, you know, do quirky designs. But I'm just going to get on into this. Probably won't be much talking now, but I'll just go for it. Okay. Sorry now if you can hear my kids in the background. They're like in the room below me, making lots and lots of noise, which is typical in this house. So then there's like, it's kind of like a love heart right here. his eyes there. One like right on the corner of his eye here. Just underneath the eyes there. And one comes out from the back of the eye up this way. So the stripes kind of what make the tiger kind of stand out a little bit, you know, kind of make him, especially when you're drawing it, you know, it's kind of helps show even the growth of the fur. Sometimes you can hear it, see it. You know, you can sort of imagine the shape of the face and stuff. With lines like this. We just keep going. We should soldier on, as they say, as the saying goes. Just keep adding your patterns on both sides. Right, so then they kind of get bigger out at the edges and go up to like the top of his head. So that's the side of the eye. So like there's like a big round one here. I'm sure the Sharpie is not going to last. So big one there. There we go. This way. Right, and then big stripe coming down his head this way. So this one's real big, right? So this one, it comes down. It's real furry, right? So this one actually will come down, like actually have the direction of the fur in it, this one. Kind of shows the shape of his face as well. We'll go like into here. Like so, and then there's another spiky one here. All right, keep going. More on top here. this is black, and this part of his ear is all black as well. Alright, so that's what we got so far. This is definitely like the most time-consuming part of drawing a tiger, no doubt about it. So, another one. So, this way. Some more coming down the side of his face. And then that big one that comes down here as well, similar. Yeah, there goes the Sharpie. Gotta change the Sharpie. That's better. Get to about here, we get skinnier, and then we add sort of similar, sort of triangular area here. So, and then, so this here goes into his cheek. And another line going up this way. This joins up here somewhere. Okay, so I think that's his face mostly. There can be like, you know, some dots on this sort of part, and like there some whiskers coming out from it, like so. He does have whiskers here as well, but I'll do them last, right? We'll just get the rest of his body shape in. So that elbow, right? So his elbow comes out. We've got like these sort of skin folds that come out this way, and then it comes around, sort of resting on the ground there, and then so comes across. So this is like the top of his hand, I'd say. So right underneath his chin, we'll go across here. This comes across this way. And we have a black stripe that kind of shows the growth of his elbow. So it kind of goes, the hair growth, right? So it's like a thick black. Stripe there, and that's his elbow coming out, and he's got like another thin stripe there, and there might be like some hatching sort of lines and stuff like so. So then this keeps going, right, and we bump in for his knuckles and things. So down like that. And his other shoulder comes down there. So his paws are like sitting on top of one another, right? So this kind of spikes out a little bit here for, it's not really claw, it's like this fur that's on his claw. And this comes down to there. Bring it down around. Right, so this sort of delicate kind of position is a bit difficult to draw, but this is like his paw. And we've got like a toe in here, and then a toe going back that way, and then another sort of here, and he has like a dark area on each sort of one that shows so, right, and then so his other paw is here, right, so it's sitting on top, so we can see some of his knuckles, right, and then his hand will go back over it this way, right, and then this kind of comes out this way, bumps around. Kind of tricky now to draw this, I know, from what I can see. That's like his forearm then, so you have all these lines like that. Right, so then bottom of his paw here, 1, 2. These are like his fingers, but they're all furry, like, so they're all like the one sort of shape, like that. Like this, right? And you can't really see claws, but you can see sort of there's like just a dark little piece of fur. Just where you would expect to see a claw, maybe. Nice. Like that, and then we might have like a black stripe here, a light one here. Just this will help show the sort of direction of growth of his fur on his wrist. That, and then some coming across his chest here as well. So this one will go down to here. So these kind of furry areas, and then coming in underneath his chin sort of area here. Another one will go this way. Another stripe kind of going that way, and another one going out this way. There. And I think we can see like his back just sticking out here. Like so. It kind of comes down this way. And we can see some more of his feet or his paw. So got like one sticking out there. Another one. And I think there's like more black stripes just on its back here, just curving around. Like so. And maybe like a line for his shoulder or something back here. And then we can just see his tail. So it like comes out this way. How far out do we go? Yeah, it just like curves out. Maybe just a little bit further. We'll just go around to there. What type of tails do tigers have? This guy has like a short top. I think maybe lions are the ones that have the real furry tops on their tail, are they? They just have stripes on them. Nice. So, I think that's everything, guys. If you want, you can give it a background. You know, what's the standard? I would say like, just like give the ground like a level, just here. Yeah, just like the ground. Some hatching. Texture. If you want that kind of stuff, much of that as you want now. But I think I'll leave it there. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Oh wait, no, whiskers. I always forget the whiskers. That was close. Whiskers, right? So I have real big whiskers now. So because they have like crazy big. Some of them are stumpy. Some of them are really big. Like the width of his head. Some of them all the way out. Like some coming off his chin and things like this. That was close. Okay, there you go. How to draw a tiger sleeping. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.